Okay, people, it's me, Kinghuman. It's me, Kinghuman, and hey, let's make some money. Collectibles. This is a follow-up to the collectibles video I did a while back, where I was telling you guys about Tiki mugs and how much money they bring. But now I want to tell you about a different collectible, and that's old casino chips. Something else that I see all the time at the flea market. Now, for example, let me grab this. Check this out. This is an old, oh, I'm blocking the light. This is an old Sahara $5 chip. I went to the flea market and there was a guy selling bags and bags and bags of these old chips. $100 denominations, $5, $25 denominations. I bought them all. Bags and bags and bags of them. They're cool. They're heavy. I was going to give them out as just goofy things. But it's a long story. Anyway, chips are worth a lot more than you think. I paid, I don't know, I probably paid 20 cents a piece for them when I bought them by the bag full. I don't know, because I didn't count them and do the math. But they're probably worth, I don't know, 18, depending on what the chip is, about 18 bucks a piece. So from 25 cents to 8, when you can turn a quarter into an 18 or $20 bill, bam! But let's go on eBay and take a look at some things. Some of these chips are going to knock your socks off. Let's take a look right now! Okay, you YouTube schmucks, listen up, because I'm going to show you how to do treasure hunting at its best. This is what you got to do to make dough. This is what I've done, what I do. This is, listen up, just don't question me. Alright, I'm on eBay and I've entered up into the search box casino chip and I've clicked search and this is what came up. Now as you can see, this shows you the casino chips that are currently being auctioned off on eBay. Here's a Calneva chip. Oh, and I also go over here to highest price first because I obviously want to see the most in-demand, highest price things. So if I go up here, I see the first one listed is this Calneva chip for 25 cents. The guy wants 10 grand for it. Oh, man. Can you imagine going to a flea market or an antique store and finding this chip for sale for maybe $5 on a flea market vendor's table? And being able to sell it for 10 grand. But this is current listings. This guy's got 26 days left on this listing. We don't know if it's going to sell or not. So what we want to do is, let me move this down here a little bit so you can see what I'm about to do. I'm going to go over here to advanced search. And then I've got casino chip in my general keywords. I'm going to come down here and click completed listings only. And now I'm going to search again. I'm going to make sure I've got highest price first clicked in the sort by box. And now let's take a look at what is actually selling. Now, if you look through this, you'll see these listings in red where the numbers are, the dollar amount, those did not sell. So I'm going to scroll down here until I find an amount that is in green, and that tells me that it actually did sell. First one I come to is this Caesar's Palace $25 chip. And that's what it looks like. And it sold for $1,637.09. Again, imagine finding this in an antique store or a flea market for $5. And I know some of you people are going to say, but Kinghuman, you can't find this kind of stuff in antique stores. They research everything and they know what it's worth. Well, yeah, some of them do, but some of them don't. I've gone into antique stores and bought paintings that were worth thousands of dollars for a couple of $100. Why? Because I had better knowledge than the other guy. I knew something the other guy didn't know. How did I know that? Because I went and did my research before I went out and decided to buy that painting. So again, keep going down here. Now, again, let's look at it. This is going to show you what is selling right now. This chip had 16 bids on it, so that was really in demand. What was the other one? Let's see. Let's go to another one that sold. Here's some Scandia casino chips. 5 bids, but it sold for $804.50. Here's another one. $686.77. 18 bids. This was in demand. Old Fremont chip. Sold for $686.77. Can you imagine? You know, somewhere out there a chip just like this is sitting on a flea market vendor's table in a box full of crap, and the guy would be willing to take $1, $5, maybe $10 for it, whatever. And you've just made $686. Boom. That's how you do treasure hunting. You got to know more than the next guy, and that's how you make dough. Now, these casino chips, there's a big collectible group that follows this stuff. If you Google them, you'll be able to find them. They publish a book on values, the whole thing. I'll put a link to the casino chip collectible book down in the description of this man, I'm stammering a lot, of this video. I don't know why I'm being so because I'm doing 3 things at once. I'm answering my phone, I'm making a video, and I'm trying to educate you people. So get off my ass! Okay, here's another one. $517.88, 14 bids. Again, and you know, I'm showing you casino chips because this is something that maybe you guys wouldn't have thought of. Before I showed you Tiki mugs. I'll do that right now. Because you can do this in any category of collectibles on eBay. You can go through and do this magical Kinghuman search. I'm going to enter Tiki mugs in the search box. And then I'm going to go up here and click advanced search. You can't see it because it's off screen. I'm going to click completed listings. I'm going to click search. And I'm going to make sure I've got it sorted by highest price first. I'm going to see what's going on. This tells me right now what I can... Oh, leave me alone! Damn iPhone. I got to turn that off. Okay. Let's see. This Tiki mug, look at this. Vintage Tiki bar, Mauna Loa, Detroit, Michigan, 60s. It sold for $430 with 13 bids. Look at that. You know that's on a flea market table somewhere. It's gotta be. There's tons of stuff like this. Okay, here's one monkey mug. 33 bids, $325. Now, this is a one-of-a-kind test glaze. And again, there is a group of people on the internet that collect Tiki mugs. They publish their newsletter. They've got a blog. There's a whole thing. Google it. I'll put a link to them too in the description of this video if I remember to do this. Okay, that's a mug. Okay, She Skull by Monk Tiki. Look, Monk Tiki makes a lot of collectible mugs. They make limited edition collectible mugs. They're modern. They're not old. They're not antique, but people really like his stuff. So check this out. That mug sold for $250 because it's a limited edition. This guy makes limited edition mugs. Here's another one. Tiki Quest. Limited edition. This is number 135 out of 150. Sold for $237.06. Giving you examples of the kind of thing you might see and you might learn about and make money with. Oh God, what was the other thing I wanted to show you guys? I know old buttons, old like pin buttons. You know, that stuff. There's collectibles for everything. Go through the collectibles on eBay. Do the magic Kinghuman search where you look for completed listings. And then you sort by highest price first and see what's out there. Then this weekend, go out treasure hunting. See what you can find. And of course, you can do this in reverse. If you're in an antique store and you see something that you think might be valuable, like this tiki mug, this squid gecko tiki mug, you know, come back home and research it and see if it's selling for money. This one here, Kowloon tiki mug, swizzle spoon, sold for $181.50, and it doesn't want to come up. Look at this. It's hexing me. It doesn't, the image doesn't want to come up. Wait a minute. There it is. Let's get the front of it. There it is. Look at that. $181.50. That's a flea market item. I've seen that a million times at the flea market. Don't question me. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. One of one. Okay, this is a rare limited edition. Only one of them exists. Sold for $177.50. Again, I'm just being redundant here. Tiki Farm. Again, this Tiki Farm guy. Go to tikifarm.com and I mean, oh, that's Tiki Farm. Oh, no. I was thinking of Monk Tiki. Wow, a Tiki Farm sold for that much. Wow. $152.50. Whoa. Here's one that sold for $135.50 with 19 bids. It's in demand. Keep an eye out for it. Again, the Monk Tiki guy, he makes contemporary tiki mugs, but they're collectible. Here's another Monk Tiki. So if you went to Monk Tiki and bought some limited editions that he had and sat on them for a couple of years, even if you paid $100, maybe in 3 years or next year, you might be able to sell it for $200. I don't know. Do your research. Get off my ass and donate some money to charity. You know, a good one is hang on, I'm looking at something here. A good one is the St. Jude's Research Hospital for Kids. Okay, don't bother me now. Oh, and don't forget, I'm on Skype, usually from maybe 10 or 11 in the morning whenever I wake up to maybe 1 in the afternoon when I go and have my breakfast. The name is Calling Kinghuman on Skype, and I encourage haters to call me too. All right. Go away. You bother me.